Hello students, again today we are going to I am going to take advanced welding subject for you, and today I am going to cover many important topics where you are going to understand that how current and voltage uh, can be very important aspect of advanced welding process. So, when I say it is a very important aspect, then you should have basic understanding of how current and voltage is related, because what is current, what is voltage, what is effect of current, what is effect of voltage, you will see it practically when I will show you different graphs or different figures, that how it affects the welding process. I will here like to say that when you do welding, remember one thing. Well, I always say that I always have told you in my earlier slides also that welding, conventional welding, if you are doing conventional welding and if you are doing advanced welding, remember one thing, in conventional welding also it has very important role, and in advanced welding you cannot think of doing welding with these basic understanding of two parameters. So, in today's class we are going to study constant current, I have written CC, or dropping or falling characteristic power sources. So, we have studied in my last lecture what are power sources, but when power sources are to be understood, in that lecture I have talked about different types of power sources, their characteristics, and I have told you there that how they are related from that power sources are related for the output of the welding or productivity of the welding. I have just said that, but how it is going to happen is very important. If you think that only by buying or purchasing or having advanced welding equipment like tungsten inert gas welding, submerged arc welding, you can get the best output. No, power sources has a very important role. Sorry. So, the second topic we are going to understand in this is constant voltage or flat characteristic of power sources. It is current voltage character. Here we are going to study about current voltage characteristics. The third thing which we are going to understand today is graphs of typical output of constant current and constant power sources, and we will understand the what is the effect of both current and voltage on the arc which is coming out. So, in today's class it is very important that you should be alert, in alert mode, in of understanding that is only these two parameters, current and voltage, are the you will see today that how these two parameters are play the biggest role with those power sources which are going to support the welding equipments. So, remember one thing, that basic understanding of current and voltage you should have, you all must be having it till now. So, when I will show you the graphs, when I show you the what is the effect on the effect output of these things, then you will really relate the application of current and voltage in welding, and that we will take the first slide. So, types of welding power sources. So, from a design and arc control standpoint, there are two fundamental different type of welding power sources. I have already classified according to the power factor, according to the insulation and all many things I have told you, but that is the basic hardware part we have discussed. But the output part, how we are going to control the output part from that is covered in this lecture. We have already told that the power factor, the OCV graph, the insulator, the cooling methods, that was a talk when that was a lecture where I have told you that how these characteristics, how these properties are important for a power source. But here we will be only focusing on these these two fundamental things, like produce a constant current output or and produce a constant voltage output. Students, whatever welding you do, there are only two types of output possible from the power source. One is that produces a constant current, which will give you the constant current. It has its own advantages, and the other one is constant voltage output. So, remember one thing, constant current is whatever basic welding we do, constant current voltage, where the torch of the welding is handled by hand. Generally the type of power sources we take is constant current sources, output sources, and then type of advanced welding when we generally take constant voltage, but it also, this is general thing, a basic thing which you should keep in mind, but it also depends on the type of, it also depends on the type of the type of welding we are choosing, type of base material we are choosing, type of electrode we are choosing. It depends on lot of things. And multi-process power systems are those that contain additional circuitry and components which allows them to produce both constant current and constant voltage output depending on the selected mode. It is bit costly because it gives you both choices. So, working of power sources. Here working of power sources means welding arc is, we all know that welding arc is dynamic in which current and voltage are changing constantly. We all know that when you have a torch from which electrode is, if you imagine a simple welding equipment, then there will be a torch on which electrode will be there will be a base material you are going to weld. In that you have to remember that the current and the voltage is changing constantly. Controlling these two can help you to get better arc or to help you in getting the best welding output. So, these two properties have an important role in the welding output. From the beginning, from the last lecture also, I have said that welding power sources have an important role. So, when I say that it is an important role, now you dovetail to that current and voltage, where these two parameters of that power source have a very important role in choosing the best output, in getting the best output. The power source is monitoring the arc and making millisecond changes in order to maintain a stable arc condition. The term constant is relative here. CC power sources will maintain current at relatively constant levels regardless of fairly large changes in voltage. Remember one thing, power sources, constant current power sources will maintain the current at relatively constant level. When I say constant level, it is not a straight line. The fluctuation will be very small. The fluctuations will be very less. So, it is a relatively constant level. relatively constant level, the word is relative. And when I say constant voltage power source, the constant voltage power source will maintain voltage at relatively constant level. Here the current may vary, but the voltage will remain relatively constant, vice versa. In when I say the current constant current power source, it maintains the current at relatively constant level. That means the voltage might vary, but the current will remain constant, the output of current will remain constant. And when I say constant voltage, that means the current can vary, but the voltage will remain constant. When I say it is a relative constant, that means there is a, I will show you the graph, do not worry, you can understand that the fluctuations will be very, very small. Then this is an typical output curve of constant current and constant voltage power source. Friends, on the x axis we have shown you current and on the y axis we have shown you voltage. If you see the graph, delta V, delta A, operating point, constant current power source has been shown. In the first graph, that is current, in the first graph, first part of the graph, you can see that the current is constant. If you see delta A is not if you see the values of current with respect to x axis, you will find that the change is very, very small. I will show you here that you can see here the change in current value is very, very small, but when you see this part, the change is more. So in this situation where the constant current is there, that means the change in current is very small, very small. It is almost constant, but relatively the voltage is high. So that is why for this type of constant current power source, you get this type of graph. So in the next, that is the second graph where the voltage, constant voltage power source have been shown. You can see here that the delta V, the fluctuation in the value of delta V is very small, very small, and that is why you can see this is the area which you can focus on. So when you see the voltage, that the fluctuation is very, so it is a constant voltage supply, but for that same voltage, see the amount of current variation, the amount of current variation is there. So these two type of curves show that two possibilities are there for power source, one where the voltage is constant and other where current is constant. So it depends that what type of selection you do for your power source. When I say that that it is a both are equally good, no, both are not equally good. Remember one thing, that both have some advantage and both have some disadvantage. It also has meaning, because when I say that one has advantage over other, that means it has some financial obligations also. When you buy a power source for your welding equipments, remember one thing, the type of output you want. I already said earlier also, the type of output, suppose you are welding a aircraft, then certain type of characteristics are required. Suppose constant voltage is required, and in certain type of equipment, certain type of welding where normally you have to do the welding and need not worry about the tolerances, then you can have a constant current types power source equipment. So it is very important. You must have understood from these graphs that why power sources are why I am saying that power sources, choosing power sources is an important aspect, and it will depend on the type of welding we are going to do. So, the graph of a typical output curve of constant current and constant voltage power sources shows that various operating points on the output curve in each graph, how they are relatively little change in one variable will will give you fairly large changes in the other variable have been shown, and it has its implication on the weld whatever type of welding you are doing. So, according to that, power source has to be chosen, and according to that, constant current is required or constant voltage is required, had to be decided. Effect of current with arc welding. So, when we say effect of current on with arc welding, that means we are only talking about current component first, current parameter first. So, what is the effect of current on the electrode or the base material, that has to be thought of. If we will not think of that, why we are using why we are taking this parameter and what is its effect, then we will never understand the the effect of power source which is giving the output. Like current affects the melt off rate or consumption rate of the electrode, whether it breaks, whether it be stick electrode or the wire electrode. So, current affect the melt off rate or consumption rate. It is very important that current is related to the electrode property. So, when the electrode is melting, it will draw the current, and when it is drawing current, that melting consumption rate is directly affected with the current. The higher the current level, the faster the electrode melts, or the higher the melt off rate, So, whenever the current is high, again we know that the current, if the current will be more, then the melting rate will be faster, and it is measured in kilogram per hour. Lower the current, the lower electrode melt off rate becomes. So, remember one thing friends, that effect of current with the arc welding has to be understood thoroughly before the power source, before we decide that what type of power sources is required. And I already said that it is up to you that what type of welding you are going to do and what type of property you feel is important for the type of welding you are choosing. So, current has direct relation with the melting of the electrodes, and and the second thing which you can understand here from is that what the current will always, if it is higher current is needed for melting the electrodes at higher melt off rate we are going to get, and lower the current we are going to get the lower melt off rate. So, remember one thing, that if the current supply is poor and if you are not controlling the current in a proper way, you will definitely land to a situation where the electrode melt off rate will be affected, and as a result what is going to happen, that the productive output of the welding you will never going to get. So, current and arc welding, current with the arc is very melt and melt off rate is very important parameter. Effect of voltage. Now, already I have talked about current, now we will try to understand the effect of voltage with arc welding. So, voltage control the length of the welding arc. There the melt off rate was there, here the welding arc. So, welding arc and the resulting width and volume of the cone. I will explain you what is arc cone, what is welding arc. Do not worry, welding arc and arc cone can I will show you a diagram where you will understand. So, voltage is something which controls the length of the arc. So, length of the arc means the size of the arc. If it is low, you will get the low arc, you will get the volume of the arc with the thinner size, and if the voltage is properly as per the ratings, as per the requirement, then you will get the higher the voltage, higher the weld arc. As the voltage increases, the arc length gets longer and arc cone broadens. So, suppose that weld arc is coming at a line, you can think of a cylindrical line coming. So, when higher voltage is coming, then the conical shape will come. So, when the conical shape will come and it is in full length, then you will get the best welding output. It will be more productive, and again your welds, the welding you are doing will be more stronger. So, this is thing which you have to remember. While it is decreased, the arc length also get shorter. So, arc length is shorter, that means you will get a thinner cone, and as a result what happens, you will get a poor welding quality from your welding equipment. I will show you the diagram. This is the diagram where I have shown you two cones, cone width is there, arc cone is there, and length arc voltage. Arc length is this one. So, this is arc length I have shown you with. So, when you compare lower voltage arc, you can see here that the arc coming out, the arc cone is not that much bigger as in higher arc voltage. The cone width is also not bigger, you are getting a smaller size cone width. So, effect of voltage is very effect of voltage in controlling the arc is very important. And remember one thing friends, that when you do welding, again in advanced welding, the role of voltage is very vital role is there. And in all the welding processes which is going to come for advanced welding section will have these two properties will have effect on it, constant voltage and constant current. So, these both will have definite impact on the type of advanced welding you are choosing. Basic understanding should be there that the constant current will have effect on the melting rate of the electrode, and constant voltage part will have effect on the arc length, arc cone. So, if you have understood these two, I have tried to explain you from the diagram, it will be it is and it will depend on the power source which we are using. If we are not using the current ratings of power sources, that then it is impossible to get this type of, and this type of situation may come which will spoil your jobs or the work pieces, and or if you do the welding also, then that will be of no use. If it will be of poor welding quality, and you will not get productive output, welding output. So, these are my reference and books. Again friends, we will go through the topics, and so that you can recall what has been taught today. In the starting I have told you that there are two types of power sources. One is power constant current output, and the other one is constant voltage output. And these two are, when I said that when we have in the earlier lecture we have talked about power sources, it was basically the type and the characteristics of power source. Here we are focusing on the two parameters which are very important, One is constant current output, the second is constant voltage output. The type of arcs we are going to get, welding arc is dynamic, in which current and voltage are changing constantly. Remember one thing, both will change, but you have to control one of the parameter. You can control one of the parameter. By controlling one of the parameter, you can have a effect on the welding quality. The power source is monitoring the arc and making millisecond changes in the order to maintain a stable arc condition. The term constant is relative here. Constant current power source will maintain the current at relatively constant level regardless of fairly large changes in the voltage. Same way the current voltage I have explained. This graph already I have explained, the both graphs are showing in which one has got constant current power source, the other one is showing the constant voltage power source. So, both graph must be understood thoroughly in terms of current and voltage. One of them can be used as a power source, one of the can be used in the power source. Again the effect of arc current with the arc welding, it has the current the higher the current level, the faster the electrode melts, or higher the melt off rate. You can always get the melt off rate, higher melt off rate with higher current levels. In the voltage effect of voltage with arc welding, voltage increases the arc length and gets longer and longer arc cone will you are going to get. So, remember these things students, so that you can understand that what type of power source you are going to use and what type of power source you are going to use, and then what type of welding you are going to get from it. Controlling these two parameter, you can get a productive welding, and then that welding can be of use. And this is a very important effect of voltage we have shown here. Higher the arc voltage, remember one thing, higher the arc voltage, you will have the arc cone of larger size. Lower the arc voltage, you will get the thinner size. So, with this I will end my lecture and hope this lecture will help you in understanding the concept of current and voltage parameters in welding power sources. So, thank you very much.